We want to talk about the clip before we launch into our
question.
question?
My first question.
Yo, please,
is this,
no,
okay?
go ahead. What you got to say?
You came for me.
Whatever you. I'm
came
just.
for me.
You
in the scene.
You.
So what? What?
I was trying to find the door.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to find the door then.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, it was for me. It wasn't a matter of ever. This is interesting too because both Sue and I sort of like love checking social media.
Me?
Well, I did. You would check little bits. Like you don't go too far down the rabbit hole. You like sort of stay on the surface because I would say for the first 2 years, it would be situations like, Beth needs to be good to that man. She got a good man. She better. And Sue would just be like, I ain't looking at this crap no more, right? And so.
This is like.
No, wait. But so then season 3, people like, Randall, you need to get your together, okay? Like, how dare you keep her from dancing? You know what she had to give up? And I was like, I know,
Here's how this really went.
Go.
People were team like Beth and Randall relationship goals the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a point where I put him on the couch. In some episode, he had to go on the couch. I mean, it happens.
It happens.
And that's when somebody was like, "Oh, I know you don't have a good man putting him on the couch." They were snatching air, everything, and I was like, "Wow, okay, well, he messed up." And then as the season progressed, they understood why.
Yo, after Randall dropped the voicemail.
Yeah.
That was like, yo. Oh. It was, thank you. Right. That was pretty much happened all over social media at the same time. And I was looking at it and I was like, okay, I got it. Like there's something really interesting too about this 3rd season. And we've both talked about this in the past. And that we would get these relationship goals over the first 2 seasons. Like, oh, these guys are great. What a wonderful couple. Could they adopt us? Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera.
That's true.
And so for the both of us, we were sort of looking forward to the opportunity to enter into the nitty-gritty of it all because there's no such thing as a perfect couple. Mm-hmm. Like even people who are perfectly matched for one another,
it still means it can
here's
work.
the truth.
Yeah.
You gonna have ups and downs, like things that you have to go through, right? It's in the making it through that you really achieve that goal. You know what I'm saying? Like couples goals is like you decide collectively what is and isn't a deal breaker. And ultimately they were able to find the door. And I'm really proud of the relationship that we got a chance to
because it actually shows, I think, something real, and it was grounded in something, and that no matter what they go through, that they were going to choose one another.
Amen.
And at the end of the day, I think that's the kind of couple that they are.
R&B.
R&B.
All day. You want to ask the first question?
I do. You know, what's your process to prepare for a heavy fight scene like that? Emmy Award winner and nominee Sterling K. Brown.
Stop it. You know, it's interesting because I thought it may have been more tumultuous than it actually was because we talked before. I was like, Sue, I don't know if we're going to be able to talk today and everything. And we're like, okay, SK, whatever we got to do. And it was fine. Like there was a mood, like, you know, you could feel it in the air, but we were still like, you good? I'm good. I'm good. You good? Okay. That's my girl. Like, we have the best time repping this black love on this show. So much fun, man. Because we both went to the same school and we were at NYU at the same time. I left a little earlier. But like there's the sense of play that we sort of attack the work with. You know what I'm saying? Like there's what's on the page, but you're always surprised by what your partner gives you. So in terms of the approach, you do your homework, you sort of invest in the given circumstances, and you leave space for your partner to surprise you, and you surprise me time and time again. So thank you for that.
Thank you, my
Appreciate
friend.
it. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me a question.
That's the same question. They asked the same question twice. I'm gonna ask you this. I don't think everybody knows that you had a relationship with Felicia before she came to play your mom. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about that history and what it was like to actually get a chance to share the screen with her?
You know, it was like a mentor-mentee type of relationship, and she was so generous to share a lot of her experience with me so that I could avoid mistakes, or, you know, I knew what to look for and all this. I think everybody should have a mentor in their life. First of all, let me say that. Everybody should have a mentor, and everybody should be mentoring someone. And so to share the screen with her, I had to get over it a little bit. Like,
can't be a fan and in the game at the same time, Sue.
You can't be in a scene looking at somebody like, oh my God, I'm in the scene with someone. You have to be in the scene, you know? But really, you need a moment to kind of get over it. And Felicia made it happen, because in the first scene that we act together was her and my member cousin Zoe from last season. It was Mel Liebert, and we were in a scene where we were searching for a key under like a plant dish or something to try to get into the house to see Mama C. And she comes out and she said, "What y'all doing out here?" And we say, "Well, Mama," have a hug. And then we say, "Why are you on your feet? The doctor said that you're supposed to be using your walker." And then she says, "Now look." And in that moment, I was like, we are in the scene. You need to fight for your life, because Felicia's coming for you.
It's like when Claire Huxtable starts speaking Spanish. It was like that moment. Yeah.
It was classic. It just was everything. And when you're in a scene with a great actor, they do have that work for you, because what they're bringing is just so real that it just drops you right into the center of the scene.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're going back and forth? You want to go on? Go for it.
We have so many powerful scenes this season. What's the one that really stands out for you?
Oh, wow. I mean, that was a good one. That clip was pretty... I don't think I could have imagined the scenario when Randall would have been like, "I have to leave now." Like, you just, like, that one hurt. And they didn't even use this clip. I remember there was one take, Sue, where you said it, and then, like, you felt bad, and you went to, like, reach out to grab my hand, and I was like, don't. And I was like, they probably didn't use that one because, like, that's a little too much. Right. That was pretty intense. The whole episode for me was really sort of amazing in terms of there's a history of a relationship between people, between, like, this big personality that unconsciously doesn't recognize it. Like, he takes the whole chip. He goes for the whole nacho, right? And it's like, well, he goes for the whole nacho, so you should go for the whole nacho too. Everybody get nachos. But that the recognition that his partner was like, all right, I'll let him take the nachos, and then I'll just take what's left, right? Like, in his mind, it didn't dawn. They're like, oh, snap, the bowl is for us, right? Like, we both can take whatever we want to from the bowl. And to sort of to go from our little island girl, right, where there's this dream deferred, like this true passion for dance, and then to give it up because your mom's like, you can only go so far, so that's it. So then he rediscovers it. And I'll say where it first began, when when you come in, I say, look, I've been looking at the numbers and trying to find out, like, daycare or childcare for our kids, given that you have to work nights and weekends, and maybe you should think about putting a pin in being a dance instructor for. As I was saying it as a character, like, Sterling was like, Negro, don't say put a pin in it. That's the wrong choice of words. And that's when I knew, I was like, all right, we into it now, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Can I say, I thought one of the most powerful scenes was when you proposed. I just loved that. It was simple, you know what I mean? But there was this, and they were in their, I guess, early 20s, and there was this, just like this childlike sort of wonder to, like, both of us at that time in their lives, and the simplicity of it, you know, and them sort of making this pact of, like, no matter what happens in our relationship, we'll always be partners, and, you know, having, like, these really idealistic goals set out. Hey, guys over there, really idealistic goals set, and all this, and
you did this thing too in that moment when you're like, you know, we're never gonna lose each other in this sort of thing, and I sort of Randall like went boom, and you went Like, yes, like the way you took my hand, it was just perfect. It was perfect.
It was good stuff.
All right, we're being told
That's a wrap. Yes.
to wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a real pleasure.
I just love you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the day.